Hey gang, Gameface here, and well, as soon as I get this chat going, it's time for more Planet Coaster. I forgot to start chat. It's starting right now. Yay, chat. Hey Nate, how you doing? Building a Discord server dedicated to Lenny. Okay. Okay. Don't bother letting me know how that goes. Sorry. I did some experimenting last night. Some kind of weird experimenting, because I wasn't really quite satisfied with the way all this worked out. You know, it's not that it's bad, but it's not what I don't want that. That's not the thing I want. This is the thing I want. It's not bad. It's a pretty reasonable representation of the coaster, but it's too long. Hey, LR. It's too long, and I just can't get the speed right. If I go fast enough, if I don't go fast enough, it doesn't make it to the end. But yet I've got the height right. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. But I did some experimenting last night, and actually I figured out some really cool things. And I don't know if I should be trying to apply them right now. I should, actually. I should. It's just that I screwed it up last night. Somehow. I'll explain that in a moment. But, you know, this isn't perfect, but it's somewhat similar to the revamped version is 18. That's why that seems so fast in that video. But again, I do have a lot wrong. The angles are wrong. The way this all looks just looks wrong. It's not lined up properly. They're not stacked on top of each other, which is what I want. So what we end up with there is basically not what we want. But I think I have a way around this. Not a way around this. I have a way to fix this. Now that dip, yeah, that one's okay. The problem here is I don't have the right angles between the cross beams. Mine are like this, when in reality they're more like that, with the circles at each end. Now, the other thing that I don't like about what I've done here, you know, let's look at the stats anyway. Results. So average speed 10 miles per hour, max speed 22 miles per hour. Hey Watermelon, welcome back. How are you doing today? So yeah, max speed 22, average speed 10. Biggest drop 2 meters. Yeah, that's wrong. It should be 3 meter drop. But we've got some corrections to do anyway. Actually, we've got a rebuild to do. There's no way to correct this. But if we come over here and look at this, we'll notice something. Like, I can't put a car on this because something happened while I was building it, and I'll explain that in a moment. But all this is lined up perfectly. Like, here, here, down here. Whoa. So all this is lined up perfectly, and everything just works. And I didn't have to do anything. Well, I did. I had to do all the work to build this in the first place. So had to leave the internet. Well, I'm glad you're back on internet. I couldn't imagine. Whatever the case may be. I've got this, and well, there was a problem building this, but I'm thinking I've got that figured out. So we're gonna basically try again. Hey, Robin. And the reason I want to try again is because I don't think this is right. This is still the the 90-degree angle here, and this has to be like 80 100 or 70 110, something like that. It's got to be a different angle. But the big thing is, how did I build this? And I think, well, obviously I need to rebuild it. Sorry. I haven't been coughing until just now. But I have this extreme need to cough for some reason. So this is close, but not quite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down another coaster. And, oh, actually, I should explain what happened here. I built this up last night, and what actually happened in the long run was, hey, Meganico. What happened last night was when I went to put what it's not allowing anything. Station. So when I went to put station on here, and if I don't do that, it tries to put it at an angle. The coaster was going the wrong way. And I'm like, I don't know how. Hey, Cookie. So, I don't know how that actually occurred. I have no idea how I got this spun around. But somehow, I got it spun around, and that's where we're at right now. But the technique worked perfectly, so I'm gonna show that right now. How I got those all lined up exactly. In most cases, I think this time when I lay this out, it's not gonna fail on the second case, the second scenario. What am I doing here? It's not track ride. It just feels like a track ride because it's so slow. Wooden side for. Okay, so. I'm gonna just put that there, lined up with the other one, and we're basically gonna do the same thing we did before. We get pushed out onto this thing at 9 meters per second. Shorten it. Change it to this. How did I do it? I basically went right into that, didn't I? I shouldn't change it to... Oh. Yeah. Maybe 12 meters. Then again, that's the height of the damn coaster. Yeah, but once we got the angle on it, it sort of makes sense. Okay. And then we're gonna claw this back to 4. We're gonna put in the chain, and we're gonna start our lift. We got 6 meters. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it up here because we're gonna be able to adjust everything afterwards, and we're just gonna call this the top. Oh, it's smart enough to change. And here we are. 0 degrees. Okay, so I've done a massive amount of experimenting here when it came to the angles on those circles. And I don't know how, but that number 17.5 that I picked, it seems to be a magic number. Because, well, I'll show you what I mean. So we're gonna go. Let's go 20. The other thing is I can't use angle snap because it angle snaps the downward angle as well. So I can't go down at 1.5 1.78 degrees, whatever. We'll try to just make that 2, just to be 2.1, whatever. And now I want to bring this at 20.05. And on the other side, it's going to be 20.08. I've noticed these differ by 0.3. I think that was 0.3. So here we go. What we're going to do is this. We're just going to keep going, and keep going, and keep going, and keep going. But again, I have a problem because look, they're not doing the same thing as that last one. So what's different? What have I done different? Oh, maybe it's only every second one. We'll see in a moment. No, it's stepping forward every one. Okay, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. There's something different we need to do here. Probably as far back as this is gonna let me go. Yeah. Okay, so it's not going to be exactly 20.5. I don't know why this is doing this. Maybe it's the downward angle that I've changed. I went for as close to 1.75 as before. Try this. But as you can see, the last time it lined right up. It's doing this. It's falling behind. I'm confused. It's shifting back. Okay. This actually angles off, but the big thing here is I'm going to delete this and I'm going to back build this after I'm done creating this figure 8 that works somehow. Don't know how. Don't know how this is possibly going to work. I used 17.5. I thought that was too big. We know 17.5 is too big. And it doesn't line up any better. I'm kind of baffled. Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did. 22.44. I went for the 22.5, 22. Oh. That would have been bad. And kind of stupid, too. Oh, no, that was already down there. I went for to match the 22 because I already had a piece of track laid down at 22.5. Okay. Okay, Watermelon. See you next time, hopefully. I'll be around. That's what it was. Okay, so here we go. We're getting our perfect figure 8. Now this needs 3 rideable rows. Now this seems completely ridiculous to do things this way. And unintuitive. Okay, there's the third rideable row. And we can stop there. Now, what I'm going to do at this point... I said we can stop there. Would you quit? Is there any way in this game I could choose a piece of track? Thank you. So this can go. We don't need any of this. So what we have is a piece of track going that way. It's exactly what I need. And now I'm going to take out... No, no, no! I'm going to take out these pieces. I'm going to take out all of that. I'm going to take out all... No. I'm going to take out all of this. And now, it's not lined up. Why is it not lined up? Oh, this game is just a nightmare sometimes when it comes to stuff like this. Because the other one was like perfect. So the idea, though, just so everybody knows, was to basically get these partial circles built. And then come in and build the angled pieces off, or the straight pieces off these. Like off the first one here. So I would basically come along and for some reason that looks like it's just going to end up at 90 degrees. Here. Maybe not. Maybe not. And then I'd basically come out of this and I'd go right into another 22.44. But again, it differs by 0.3 so that we can't do that. Oh, you can't. No, you can't. How are you going to add it? Like it's the whole thing that you're blueprinting. You wouldn't be able to take one piece of one coaster track from another coaster and add it to this coaster. It just wouldn't work. Be awesome though. Okay, so this comes around, comes off here. This gets deleted to here, and then this is the second run around. I want to choose this. And no, what just happened? I deleted the wrong way. I'll move that way. I was overdoing it. It's only the other side that has all that complexity. Okay, so now we've got the perfect circles. Now what I got to do, I got to take this, and I think we went back to there. Straighten this out. Come on. Add track. See, I got it wrong. Got it wrong. Which means everything is wrong. So, you get the general idea, though. Because, basically, everything should line up. I should be able to do the exact same thing here. But, basically, I did bad over here. And everything else. No, I'm clicking this thing here. Just... Yeah, okay, so I did bad here. This is where it all went wrong. Now, how did it go wrong? This needs to be... like... over this way. Or it goes to 0, right? That makes sense. Again, 11.5. Now 22.5. I don't know why I'm going to 22. 11.25 and actually that's why things aren't lining up. No, I haven't used the 11. Never mind. Lines up a bit, well, no, it's not lining up a bit better. It's lining up exactly the same as this. And I don't know why it's different than the other one. I have no clue. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. Now, is this the right one? Or is this the right one? If I go 7 point something something. Come on. See, that seems to have the right angles now, but all this has to go that way. It's not gonna let me. Oh crap, that's the worst thing right now. It's like a puzzle. It really is. How are you possibly supposed to get this lined up properly? Like they're lined up this way now. That much I can say for sure. No, no. Nowhere near that. It's a puzzle I need to figure out, though. No, 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 don't do that. Okay. Let's go. before I go down and do the whole thing, I'm gonna check. For some reason it doesn't look right. Looks like I'm gonna have to put that at like 8. Not awful. Okay. The problem is I'm not making it shorter. It's that 5 that's no good, you know. It's definitely got more of the shape, the proper shape now. But the problem I'm having is, as this goes out further, this goes further this way. Maybe I just went one too far. Okay, the distance from here to here should be the same as the distance from here to here. Oh, that's awful. Again. Why did I choose something so weird? Okay. Well, that was kind of weird. Why is it like that, though? Why is that a thing? Build in bigger segments. So you think we should try this with 5 meter? But that's the problem. If I go 5 meter, if I go 5 meter now, I gotta take it all down. I know it's really no big deal. I don't have any other projects on the go. Whoops. Oh, God. What did it just do? Okay, so we want to change this to 5. We want it at, let's try angle snap. Oh, come on. Okay, next time. Have a good night, Meganico. I won't be streaming tomorrow, by the way. It'll be I'll be back on Sunday. Yeah. Angle snap. 22.5. What's it doing? It won't do that. It won't let me take it and leave it there. Okay, so are we on a 5 meter? We're on 5 meter now. Okay, before I do anything and get all carried away and go, oh yeah, we're good here, I'm gonna put a station on. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me, Planet Coaster? Are you freaking kidding me? Now, everybody saw that there was no point where I reversed those. But it has gone and reversed this. And now the whole thing is no good. What the hell, eh? Okay, so what do we got to do now? What are my options? What are my options? That's all that can really be done. That's no good. So yeah, this is not. Come on, add. Okay, there we go. Adding track station. It wants to go that way. Okay, so undo that. So we need it to be going this way. We'll make that station. It's going that way. Well, it's weird. The other night, like last night when I was doing this, I had it completely completely the opposite, where both of them were going the wrong way. Well, not completely the opposite. That wouldn't be the opposite now, would it? Okay, so we can put the station on the end and figure out the ramp up from there. But now on... I don't know. For some reason it's like... You know, perfectly lining them up. Perfectly staggering them. You know what? It's easier to go back to where I had that other one. I can check angles and stuff like that. Gotta be better than what we're doing right now. Of course, if I could put the station on, well, I don't know. It's not really extended long enough. I wish there was ways I could, like, while I was building this, color each section of the track, because I'd like to, like, color code the 5-degree change to the 22-degree change differently, so I'd know, okay, this has to line up with this, so I'd have some type of visual cue to make everything all line up. That would be cool. Doesn't exist, but it would be cool. So, obviously this is no good because of the angles of everything. It's all wrong, really. But station wants to go that way. Come on, give me the thing to add. Come on. What magic place do I need to put my mouse? Oh, I hate this. I just hate that. That is the most annoying thing in the world. Well, maybe not. There's probably more annoying things in the world. Whoops. And that wants to go that way too. So it's weird. It's really weird. I don't know what it is. But I do know that if I look at this, I'm going to learn some things. Four meter, 22.5, and 1.94. How did I possibly get exactly 22.5? I know how. Okay. I know I can do that. Because I don't want to lose my reference. And the next thing is, I don't really care what angle this is at. That's the problem with building these things live, though. Because there's so much. Just to do this, there seems to be a ton of experiments that I need to sort of run so that I know what's wrong with that figure eight. That figure eight is exactly the same as the, oh no, what's wrong with this figure eight? It doesn't, it's basically not big enough. It's too short, and it has this exact same 90-degree angles that the other one has the same problem with. You know what I mean? It's a 90-degree angle. Well, actually, this is even worse. This is the opposite of what we want. So what we need is like on this we need like 70 degrees and 110 instead of 90 and 90. That's the problem with that. And because of that, everything doesn't line up properly. This comes down through in the wrong angle. There's not enough room for a station. It's just doesn't work. The circles are too small. See, that's what's going on here. That's the problem. It's the 22.5, which seems to allow everything to line up, but it makes the circles too small. You see what I'm thinking here? I'm gonna have to forego the whole supports, all of them, every single bit of it, and I'm gonna have to do custom supports right through. Like, I mean, custom things, like, basically all the white and the brown stuff. The only thing that's going to stay is the red and green. And everything's going to have to be done manually. Okay. Well, I know what I'm going to have to do now. Give up my life build one coaster. Because it's going to take a while. But this time, this is what I'm doing this time. What, you're not gonna let me copy the coaster? I can't duplicate a coaster? You're kidding me. Well, that's just ridiculous. It's a joke. I have to actually blueprint a coaster to make a copy of it. That's a joke. Oh, I can't even spell joke. This is a joke. Okay. Where is it? Like, nope, doesn't exist anymore. Didn't exist in the first place. Exist. It's just not there. Oh, there it is. I mean, wow. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go from here. I'm going to edit this. And we're going to delete all the... What? Game. Didn't do anything to that at all. I clicked. Yes. Now, here we go. Here we go. There's no point having any supports at all. Now, this circle is too big? Is it? And the 22.5 is too small. Whatever the case may be, I've got enough there to continue on afterwards. So I'm going to go and I'm going to start taking this out. I wish they had a line that went out. Like some of the things they do here just make it so hard to do like any engineering of any type. Because the only line they're giving you is that long, so you can never tell what's going to go on out here. So if I'm trying to angle something and hit a particular target, it's like guesswork. It's just like total guesswork. I don't, and again, I'm guessing. I don't know what to do here. $22 is too big. I'm figuring I want to go that way. What is it? What is it going to be? Is it going to be 17 degrees? Is that got it? Or is that too soon? Doesn't have it. That 17 degrees. We'll try it. We'll try it. I am so close to giving up on this, you know what I mean? And just moving on. Not because I don't want to build it, but because I feel as though I should be building other stuff right now. And again, we create another problem. What did I set this to? Why are you doing that, game? 20.5. Okay, so I messed up. I messed up. That might help. Nope. Nope. So, the problem is, what's going to have to happen is everything here is going to have to move. In order to do this. Okay, we're just priming the next row. I'm going to go immediately and delete this. And I'm going to try to get it to connect up to here. No, I'm not. I've got to go here. Shouldn't have done that. And I got to make the next row. This here we need to connect. This needs to go away. Okay, so is this the other half of that? Like, if you know what I mean? This is the 17. This is the 22. So what's this? Is this the 17? Or is that the 22? It's neither. It's not. So maybe this is the 17. No. This must be the 17. But now I'm off somewhere completely different. I'm missing this whole thing completely. Shooting off into outer space. Ah! It's because, you know, if they would allow you to move things around, you'd be fine. But they don't. You can't move things around in that sense. All you can do is manipulate a section. And you can't move it around. You can only... You know what I mean? There's no way for me to choose all my pieces here and move them around. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, what else is on the go here? We're building a haunted house. Maybe we'll build a haunted house. Maybe that's what I should be doing today. Give up on this. Ridiculous attempt at a recreation. There's got to be a way to do it. But again, you know what? I've hardly built more than a dozen coasters in this game. So, building my own is one thing, trying to recreate one. There's certain things you need to do that I just not really 100% on. Okay, so this. Yeah. We almost finished this room yesterday. I wanted to finish this room yesterday, but then I ran into the problem of this. That, for some reason, this roof shorter than the building. Now, I don't know if it's the roof's fault or if it's the building's fault, but I'm starting to think it's the roof's fault. That means anything? We have to do something about the roof. I think I'm just going to extend it by one thing. There just doesn't seem to be any other option. But that also creates another problem, and that problem is that these arches don't line up anymore. They don't line up. These arches don't line up. So what I'm gonna have to do, I think, is the problem with this right now is I think, and I'm not gonna say for sure. There's a wall back here. And it's part of a different building. So if I'm going to do the same thing here... Why would it do that? Why did it just like... Maybe? I don't know. We gotta do that, I think. These are only for interior purposes. I don't know why everything is sticking off the edge. Obviously, this is not going to work because of the track, but we can change that. Well, we're going to have to, aren't we? So let's take care of that right now. What's going on? Where'd it go? Like... Oh. Right behind a post. That's not good. We can't have that right behind a post. We might have to take out some posts. Nope. Now that should not work very well at all. What? Okay. What? Why is it this? It's not what I built at all. Not even the length of track I was using. Okay, that's not going to work. We can't be going in and out same door, so I am going to have to change the length of track. I'm thinking something a little more reasonable. Maybe that. And then back to 50 million miles. Nope. And back to 50 million miles. Nope. Okay, so this needs to be 6. This needs to be 8. I got this right. This needs to be 5. It's just bad math. But it does. It needs to be 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Which means the rest of the world is no good. It must be deleted. Bye, rest of the world. Maybe not all of them. Not what I want. Can we actually go up 30 degrees in this thing? Do I really not need a chain lift? Is it what's going on here? Somebody please explain the goings on of this thingy. I'm guessing this is just gonna roll up to here and stop. Oh, there is a chain lift. It better be more entertaining than this on the way out. I can't even imagine what to put on the way out. What should we put on the way out? Okay, that works. Definitely gonna have to have some things going on here. Otherwise, it's a boring ride through a library. Watch. I bet you wish you stayed at the library. What? No. Well, okay, maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll move a couple things into place and we'll see what happens. Maybe just fine. I don't know these. No. Okay, do I want all this? Oh no. You're kidding me. Really? They're on different buildings. Oh no, there's a fire behind the fireplace. Fire in the walls. Okay, so I want to get the stuff behind the fireplace. In order to do that, I'm going to do that. We'll delete the stuff. We'll undo. Look what I got. Right from behind the fireplace that was in my way. That's not good. That's something going on here too? Nope. 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 Okay, so we shouldn't be seeing wood paneling at the back of the fireplace. It's basically what I'm thinking. Like, that would catch on fire. Last thing we need is a fire in the library. Real mess of the books when you put out the fire. Water, books, and fire don't. Whoops. Really? Okay, the math isn't working out for me here. Oh. Understand. Still, no math works out properly here. That. Wrong. I don't know how to deal with this. Hey, Pat! Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Move a bunch of these in place. It'll fix everything. Make it all right. No. Not doing this multiple times. Okay, I'm doing it a couple times. But I'm not repeating it multiple times because I screwed up. There we go. I don't know if I want windows. Well. How did I end up way out here? I blinked and I was like in another county. That's another thing that's kind of screwed up here. Oh no, it's not. It's me. Sorry. Me that's screwed up here. I fix. Okay, really? I actually have to be here? I have to actually come and visit to... That's not gonna work. Oh, of course. Yeah, great game. Awesome. Totally awesome. Okay, those are the arches on... So... That's gonna have to go. That's the problem with using shift to move the camera up and down. And using shift not to move the camera up and down. And using shift to move items up and down. And using shift to speed the camera up. Sometimes you do both. Because you want to get places. And things end up all funny. At least they do. Come on. I really, really, really thought that because that rope happened to be, you know, within view, I wanted to click it. It's not true. Anybody who tells you that is telling you stories. What do we got? Nothing. absolutely nothing. Which is good. I was hoping... What? Oh, okay. Yeah, somehow that was selected, but when I went to unselect it, it decided to edit another building. How the... It's not my night. It's just not my night. I'm gonna have to go find something else to do. Hey, Demancha. Okay, I've got the two things I need. What's going on? What? Is that the right height? Okay, I don't see trim lines across the bottom of these. But yet, across the bottom of these, there's this. Why is that a thing? Is this like in another dimension? Must be another dimension. The only thing that could explain two things that are the same being completely different. Yeah, I'm definitely in another dimension. Those are exactly the same thing. I actually copied them from here. But there's a wall coming down in front of these ones. Well, I don't have no wall. I don't have no wall. I got stuff sticking through walls, but there's no walls. Everything's too low. Okay, but here it doesn't work for some reason. Okay. Try that again. Edit the building. I don't know why we're not editing the building. Oh, crap. Okay. So, all these anniversary updates, all these updates and everything, and they still they've broken more things than they've fixed in most cases. They still haven't fixed this, where I've just started editing a building, but I can't change my grid. I actually have to move something, like, before I can actually get these settings up. And they still, after years, and they say it's only an anniversary update, but I've been playing this for a long time. This has been out available for people who had alpha a lot longer than that. And they still haven't fixed it. Wow. Okay, now, can we do this? Is this gonna work this time? Gonna work this time. Yes, but not the way I thought it was gonna work, is it? Not gonna work the way I want it. Okay, well, fine. I will adjust everything in the world around you. Because what I do. You know what? Perfect. It's not perfect. It's off. It's different than the other one. But it's not different enough for me to worry about it. There, I guess. Really? Holy crap. Sorry, I don't know why these are overlapping. I moved everything together, but it's all overlapping. And then this stuff is... So, this stuff, I bet you it's not showing through the front. Oh, it is. It is. Half showing through the front. Because, you know, these grid pieces are all crooked. Is that even possible? Wait a minute. That's not even possible. Not even possible. I can't fit through there. What matches here? I don't know what goes on here. Oh, come on. Here we go. Don't even know what to do here. Just stick those there. And I would think that we would probably be putting windows at this end as well. I don't know if that would be a thing. Okay, fine. Delete. Undo. What? Undo. Magical tool. Didn't even know we had it in the toolbox. Anybody ever play the game so much, but then when in real life, you know, like you I'll be playing Planet Coaster for like 6 hours, and then everything I do wrong, I can just go undo, and then I go to make myself a bagel, and I don't know, some of the cream cheese drops off the thing onto the paper towel or whatever I'm making it on, and my brain says undo. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, how do I control Z real life? Why have they not come up with that yet? Same thing happens when I play Grand Theft Auto and then go driving. Well, not the same thing. Nothing to do with undo. Looks like they all got holes in them. I don't know. I kind of like that. Like holy curtains. Of course, they're all exactly holy in the exact same places, which doesn't work out really well. So maybe I will move them in a bit. Okay, so we're not going to do the same thing. We're going to do something else in here. And then the chairs. Too bad we don't have like true timeline things where you could define a timeline and, you know, attach it to a trigger on the coaster and say, at the beginning of the timeline, this chair is here. At the end of the timeline, the chair is here, and so as that trigger gets run, the what would have to happen to that chair for it to get to A, from A to B, would occur. So we could like animate things within the world based on timelines. That would be cool. I would like that. Sorry. A bit of a tangent there. What are things I would like? There was an update to my Stream Deck, which is what I use to like activate my stream, change between the screens, and some other stuff during the stream. And they actually said on the bottom, what, like, there's going to be a new versions coming out consistently for this. What other features would you like to see? And one of the ideas they had was a soundboard, where I could like start my stream, I could switch to soundboard board mode, and there'd be like, you know, a soundboard. Be like that. Exactly as one would expect a soundboard to be like. But the biggest thing with the problem with that software is it doesn't let you stack things. Like, I want a button that starts my stream and activates my microphone. I want a button that ends the stream, plays my outro, or sorry, plays my outro, and shuts off the microphone, plays my outro, and ends the stream. So there's so many things they could do just to make this stuff, simple things they could do to make the software so much more usable. But at least they're asking. That's really good. I don't want any of those. None of them at all. Where am I going? Don't want spheres. I want it. I want typing lessons. Okay. That thing? Okay, it's not a couch. You know what else it's not? Not freaking purple. Oh, have they fixed this yet? Have they fixed this yet? Yes! Yes! You know, that's awesome. Wait, thank you, Frontier. Taking care of business. Making stuff work for us that doesn't work yesterday. Hashtag Lenny Discord server? Don't you mean hashtag Lenny Discord server? I don't think they're supposed to be green, are they? I don't think this is supposed to be green at all. Like a dark, dark red. Whoa. Oh, I'm sure that... I'm pretty sure all the stuff that's said in the stream is repeated multiple times by hundreds of people in the forums, and that's where they're getting the bulk of their information from, is what goes on in the forums. I think. I should probably, you know, make this the same. Putting lights in one place. Oh, in the menu. Well, see, there's other things about lights I don't like too. There'd be more things than fixing their placement in the menu that I would be concerned with. What makes me more frustrated than anything when lights go out? Why don't the lights go out? It's like, really? You've got lights that go out but don't go out? And I'm not kidding here. They have lights that go out, but the light itself doesn't go out. Just the light that's cast from it. So you have this glowing ball that's continually glowing, and the glow from it can be disappeared. So yeah. So what you end up with. Let's go to 6:30. Let's go to 6:30 p.m. and see what's going on. Colonel Mustard with the iron bar. Or with the candlestick. There's no candlestick. In the library. I bet you nobody has a clue what I'm talking about. So, like this. Which light is flashing? What's flashing here? You know what I mean? Why does this light, which is going on and on and on and off, hey Dean, not turn on? Why don't they fix that? Forget where they put it in the menu. Like, that light should be going off. Nate has a clue where it came from. Okay, that's good. Hope I didn't give it away. I could have given it away. Okay, I'm gonna have to really start working on this stuff. Because, you know, all this feels awesome so far. There's not many sounds down here. I know. I'm kidding. It wasn't, yeah. Okay. I don't really know what to do with lighting in here. I'm gonna figure that out after. I should probably add some type of cable type mechanism. Something to hold stuff you have up off the ground when you want to put it down type mechanism. Oops. And then typing lessons. I'm really looking forward to typing lessons. These are not the tables you're looking for. Candles. Yes, candles. We need candles. Hello? Hey, Lisa. Oh, okay. Those curtains are crooked. Okay, I'll have to fix that after. The other thing I need to fix, of course, is I need to figure out what's going on here. There needs to be some type of aperture to enter and exit the room. We need some type of aperture mechanism. I don't know what we call it. Sorry, I just heard Portal 2, and now all I have on my brain is aperture. Just how does stuff like that happen? That's what hearing Portal 2 does to my brain. Not that it's a bad thing. Well, I don't know. Aperture science is, or whatever it is it's questionable. Definitely questionable. What are we doing here? Doors. We need doors. And the question I have, is it in scenery? And animatronics? Where doors are? Big doors? No, they're not, are they? That's not animatronics. It is where they are. Coaster stable doors, coaster planet coaster doors, doors. Let's put the doors in not the door category, so that people will easily be able to find them. You know, I think that's the other thing. Maybe these things belong in more than one category. Like they should, they're animatronics. They should be an animatronic. Everything that's animatronic within the game should be an animatronic. But they're also doors. So they should be indoors. Now, the big problem here is, I'm in here, and I cannot find the animatronic doors for what I'm looking for. That's barn doors? Is it the barn library? Can you please... Okay, but if I go in here and I go doors, I will find animatronic doors. Only 2 of them. Those are not animatronic. These are. So 2 doors that are animatronic in a collection of doors that aren't in animatronics, and yet they've decided that these 2 doors should be... You know what I'm saying. I know I sound like I'm babbling like an idiot, but I think I'm saying same problem as the lights. Is that going to be annoying? Is that bothering anybody? That whole thing going off constantly? No, eh? Okay, so, the question being is, what am I doing here? That is the question. Loop? Stationary. What does stationary mean? I don't even know what this means. It's gone now, though. What just happened? What? Do you guys see that? Huh? Okay, stationary. Will they stay open? No, they won't. What's happening here is this. These menus aren't updating. So if I choose this, it's not updating until I deselect what I'm selecting and reselect something else. It's broken. Yeah, I don't like that. I wish the doors could be open. Okay, I'm just gonna what does loop mean? So why is it no... Like, if they're gonna have all this, why have no option to... Okay, oh, brain hurts. Stop hurting, brain. Okay. Triggers. Make a trigger sequence. Add the trigger. Trigger the trigger. Okay, nobody get triggered here. Especially me. Okay. Okay, so we want to open that. Right there. Oh no, that would be open. No, no, it opens that way. Okay. And we want it to stay. What? And we. What? Sorry, this is like frustrating and kind of stressful because everything is it's just totally inconsistent in this game, and I'm just learning this now. I'm like I'm 920 hours into this, and I'm just learning that this thing is inconsistent and doesn't do things how normal people would do things. So there's no timer on the door. I can't change the amount of time that the door stays open. Notice the house isn't even touching the ground. I might have to do something about that. What do you think? Oh, you're just a dummy. Okay, here we go. You know what I mean? That's just a ridiculous joke. It's like you can't even do that. What? You can't even do that. That's another thing. Why can we not do that? Building with selected part. Can I please move camera? Camera move? Camera move now? Activate on trigger. Okay. Triggered. And it doesn't have a timer on it. There's no way to do this. Basically, the game has said, nope. What you want to do is impossible. We cannot handle that for you. It's dumb. It's absolutely stupid. Here, use a barn door. Betcha barn doors work. It probably work because there's scenery. Not doors. What am I, some crazy person? There we go. Barn door. No, no, not. So doors don't stay open for a specific amount of time. That's not a thing that's possible. Which is really too bad because it destroys this whole experience. Because I can only have one car on the thing. Come on, get out of there. Game. Dumb game. Just a dumb game. You know... That's not going to work very well for me at all. Okay, so what's really bad here is this. Okay, so I've done a little research. I read stuff. I read words. I found words on the internet and I read them. If we go and do this, again, we can't change. No, we can't. We can't. It's unchangeable. It's unchangeable. I'm sad now. Oh well. So, like, I'm reading a thread about the trigger suggestions that was actually, you know, what they took to be individual triggers on each things. The actual thing, it was about doors. And just somebody, you know, has mentioned this is what we need. Yeah, I don't see any way to do this. And that really bites. That sort of really throws off my entire Haunted Mansion. All of it. Because of this ridiculous thing. Is there any way to change the interval on this thing? It's one train. Confused. Okay, so that's one train. I can't even change the number of cars on a train. Can I change the number of cars on a train? No, you can't change the number of cars on a train. The train is too long to go through a door. It's made for haunted houses, but it's too long to go through a door. Something wrong here? Just me? You know what, guys? I think I'm done for the day anyway. It has been an awesomely frustrating build day. I'm glad I got a lot of this done. That is just so... What's the word? What's the word? I don't know. Frustrating, stupid. No, it's like knocked the wind out of my sails in a way. It's disheartening. It's just disheartening. Is that the right word? Basically, I would have hoped that would have just worked. That should have been a thing that these coasters should have easily gone through the haunted house ride called Hoax. Believe it or not, it's probably designed for a haunted house ride. In a haunted house with a haunted house door, and the train's too long to go through the door. I'm leaving it here. We'll pick this up Sunday morning. If I don't find a better game that makes more sense. That's not gonna happen. We'll be picking it up on Sunday. So yeah. I will figure it out then. And well, until then, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button, and don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.